Hey everybody, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're taking a quick look at these SumoSprings Trailer Helper springs. These are going to do a great job of helping to get you a little bit more space between your trailer's frame and the axle. So if you have issues with the floor kind of bottoming out whenever you go over potholes, this can be a really nice way to make sure that it kind of keeps that space and keeps your axle from bottoming out against the floor of your trailer. Also smooths out the ride overall, can help to relieve a bit of body roll or that kind of feeling like you're swaying, especially in crosswinds or if trucks are passing you, or if it's just windy outside, taking any corners, all that kind of good stuff. Now this is for a single axle. If you have a tandem axle trailer, you can just get an additional kit or kind of double this kit. It comes with everything you see laid out here. You might not need all of the parts that they give you in the kit. They do give you some spacers and different bolts to make sure that you can get it spaced however you need to for your particular trailer. So let's take a closer look and talk a little bit more about the install process itself. So this is going to sit over your leaf spring pack, and again, it's just going to create that additional force between your axle and the trailer frame, give you some extra cushion, maintain that space so you don't bottom out, and alleviate all those other issues that I mentioned before. So it's just going to kind of clamp around that leaf spring pack, and the brackets just sit one on top of the other. I've got both spacers in place here, so I use the longest bolt to go up through that into the spring, but you might not need any spacer, you might need one spacer, so it just kind of depends on what your configuration works best for you as far as which bolt you'll need to use. It also gives you a couple brackets for relocation of any kind of lines, so if you have any gas lines or electrical lines or anything else running underneath your trailer, you can find a different spot to run those. So you've just got a little bracket, the clamp, and some hardware. It also comes with some Loctite to make sure that all the bolts stay where they should be, and should be pretty simple to get this installed. Of course, you will need to jack up the side of your trailer to get them in place, but other than that, should just really take some simple tools. There's no real drilling you need to do unless you need to do some drilling just to get these brackets in place to relocate any hoses that might be in the way. Now, as far as the capacity, these are going to work for any kind of 3,000 pound to 5,000 pound single overslung axles, or where your springs sit over the axle. Again, if you have a tandem axle, you'll just want to use two kits. Now, as far as the capacity that this can handle, it can handle 500 pounds at 50% compression. But you don't want to exceed your trailer's weight carrying capacity. This isn't going to increase your overall payload. It's just kind of there like a weight belt if you're weightlifting. It's just there to kind of support everything, make sure that there's no issues, and that it makes sure that you can get to your max weight carrying capacity safely, if that makes sense. And the nice thing about this as well is that unlike other systems, you don't have to worry, like an airbag system, you don't have to worry about any kind of maintenance with this. Once you put it in place, you really don't have to do anything else. It's just going to be there, and it's going to work independently side to side. You don't have to worry about any airlines getting nicked or damaged and maintaining any air pressure. It's just going to be there whenever you need it, and you shouldn't really notice any issues with that. As far as the spring size, they measure about 5 inches tall and about 3.5 inches in diameter. They are covered by a limited lifetime warranty and a satisfaction guarantee from SumoSprings, and they are made in the USA. But that's pretty much all there is to it for our look at the SumoSprings Trailer Helper springs. I hope this has been a helpful video in deciding if this is the right kit for you. We do have a lot of other suspension options here at etrailer.com and all kinds of accessories and parts for your trailers in general, so be sure to check those out, and thanks for watching.